Hello Flosstube, this is AM Dreaming Stitcher, and this video is another installment in my ongoing parade of all the charts and kits and books and such that I have accumulated over my years of stitching. I'm trying to keep each installment down to about half an hour in length and just give you the basics about the items that I'm showing. I'm aware that my camera and color and such may not be the best, so I hope that I can at least give you enough information to go off on your own and find these items if you see something that interests you. I know I will never get them all stitched. The one thing I can do though is share them with you. I was in the last video I was filming, and I don't know that you'll watch these in order or what order I'll post them, but to my mind I was in the middle of my box that I think of as my birds and botanicals. So there's a lot of flowers and flying things, and that's what you'll be seeing in this installment. Here we have a kit from Lenart, if that's how it's said. Expect lots of mispronunciations. They call this one Lilac Lake. It's from a home and garden collection, and they show others on the back that look like they are absolutely beautiful, and it would have been wonderful to have them, but this was the only one I had an opportunity to get. It is done on a 14 count Aida, and I love the way they package these up and box them. Let me see if I can show you this one. I don't have a lot of Lenarts, but oh, here I am wasting your time trying to get it open so I can show you how pretty it is. Oh, here we go. So they wrap it up in tissue paper, and you have your pretty fabric and your flosses, and it's just, I don't know. It's nice when they take the time to present it. It's nicely presented. So that was Lilac Lake by Lenart. Then I have one that came from Hirschner's. So it uses their proprietary floss. It's not DMC, it's not Anchor, it's the stuff they sell in their catalog. This is called Bright Flower Bookmarks, and they're pretty basic looking little designs. There's a set of 12, so you could think of them as monthly, I guess, if you wanted to. They are done on a 14 count Aida, and there they are, Craftways. That's what they call their brand, Craftways Floss. Next I have an old kit off the secondhand market. It's from a company called Bernat. This one is copyright 1984, and it does use DMC floss, and the name of this one is Fall Bouquet. And the design is so traditional in style that I don't think it really matters whether it's from the 80s or the 2000s. You're still making the same kind of floral pattern. Next one I was fortunate to get on clearance once upon a time at Hobby Lobby. This is a Taya Gouverneur kit called Dahlia. As with a number of her kits, it was available on either white or black fabric. All they had in my store was white, so that's what I got, but it's beautiful either way. This one is numbered 441A. I'm assuming the black one would have a similar number, but instead of A, it might be a B or something, I'm not sure. And there are some pictures on the back of the other flowers available. There's the one, the dahlia done in black. In my last video, I mentioned how much I love the work of Donna Vermillion Giampa, and her designs appeared with frequency in Just Cross Stitch magazine in the late 90s when I first started stitching, and I've been very happy to find some of her kits on the secondhand market. This one is called Acorn Pillow. I do have charts for many of them because I have the magazines, but it's always so nice to have the materials provided for you. They only give you a 14 count fabric here. Her models were, I think, always stitched on an even weave or a linen. So you could always substitute the fabric, I suppose, if you want them to look more like the models. And there's that kit. I don't see an actual company name for who produced the kit. Maybe it was produced in-house by Donna. I'd like to get through my half hour before I lose my light, so let's see if we can do that. I have here a Riolis kit. It looks like number 0050. There may be more to it than that, but it's covered up with stickers. I have no idea what the name in English would be. This particular one was created by Galina Skabieva. It has a printed fabric, I know that much. I hadn't worked with a printed fabric before. You can kind of see it peeking through there, perhaps. But I liked the design well enough, and I had a chance to get it on clearance, that I thought I'll try it. This one is from Luca S. They call it Yellow Roses with Plums. It is done with anchor floss on fabric from Zweigert in 29 colors. I have another similar design that I'm sure will show up later in this box. This is on, they're just saying Moulin. They're not telling me the count, but it looks small. It looks like it's an 18 count. Although I don't see it mentioned on the packaging, it definitely looks like 18 count. Here's another one of my botanical friends. This one is called Cotton. I watched for it for a long time. It's from a company called Pana, and I was trying to get it at a good price. And you have no idea how hard it is to search for cross-stitch kits with the name Cotton, because they're all packaged, or almost all, with cotton floss, cotton Aida, cotton everything. Naming it Cotton made it a little bit hard to find, but I did eventually find it at a price I liked, and I got it. So this is a Pana kit, and I love the simplicity of this little piece of plant matter. It is done on, I see the difficulty level, designed by Kay Gavorkian. Okay, here we go. Must be 16 count because it says K16. It's got 19 colors of thread, and it uses their gamma floss. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on my clock. Here's the other Luca S. Like the yellow roses on plums, or with plums. This is red roses with grapes. It says right here, it's on an 18 count Aida with 29 colors. It's using anchor floss. It's from Zweigert. The size, I think, was a little different from the other one, but they're very similar. And there it is, all packaged up inside with all the pretty colors. This one is a Riolis kit, number 1057. It is on a 10 count black even weave, so I suppose it stitches up a little faster since the squares are so much larger. It uses 16 colors. It's created by Anna Petrosian. It's a copyright 2009. And there you can see the packaging. Here's another Riolis kit, 1550. It uses 14 count flaxen Aida, woolen and acrylic yarn. Saphil is what they call that in these Riolis kits. There are 23 colors of it, and it does come with the wooden hangers. Unlike most of my other bell pull kits that don't give you any kind of hardware to finish them up with, these guys do give you the little wooden cutouts that they use in their finishing. And there it is at the back. Did I miss a designer's name on there somewhere? I think it's Galina Skaveva again. Yes, it is. And here is another one by Miss Skaveva. It is from Riolis. It's 1551, so just a digit different from the last one. It is on a 14 count flaxen Aida. It also comes with the little bell hangers, bell pull hangers for you. It's in 18 colors of the Saphil woolen acrylic yarn. And there you go, that's what it looks like. This and the blackberries were done by one of the very first Flosstubers I ever saw, and shortly after I was introduced to her channel, she marked her videos private and then she went away, and I miss her because she stitched things that I thought were beautiful, but hopefully she is still out there and doing well, and there's nothing that says you have to stay on Flosstube once you start if you don't want to stay. This is another Riolis kit, number 842, another bell pull. It is called, I think, they don't tell us in English, but I usually see it sold as something like daffodils. It is on a 16 count black Aida. It's by Galina Skaveva. I don't think they give you any kind of hardware or anything for this because theirs is finished in a frame. It is copyright 2006. And there it is in the packaging. You can see it's the Saphil yarn. I'm going to need to take a little break here, I think. I don't know if my colors will stay if I pause you and take off, but there's something I need to take care of in a minute or two. So let me get through a couple more of these, and hopefully I won't have to figure out how to start this video again. This is Riolis, kit number 841. It is, I think, Iris's. It's on a 16 count black cotton Aida. It is copyright 2006. It's by Galina Skaveva. And there's the packaging. I got this from one of the catalog Stitchery or Hirschner's or somebody back in the day. It is from Rita Klein Designs. They call it Roses with Trellis. It's a terrible photograph, but it really is bright, pretty colors. We're on a 14 count Aida that's kind of a ivory, maybe. I don't know if they would call it that color, and I've had it out, so you can't really see much, but there's floss in there. Okay, I'm going to pause and hope that I'm able to make it back to show you some more things. Okay, I'm going to try to pick up where I left off. Not that you guys can tell I ran off, but it's the time of day when things are happening and I've got to go places. I am sure I showed these a long time ago. They are from Vervaco, whoever they are. There are 3 of them. Obviously, to my taste in florals and botanicals. I don't know if they have names. I got them from one of the catalog companies years ago. This is on 14 count Aida. They have numbers 70.461, 70.462, and 70.464. So 3 little flower designs from Vervaco. These are from a company called Twillies of Stamford. It says cross-stitch designs from Lauren Tucker. I don't have any idea whether they each have their own name or not, but I have a pair of them. I thought they were very pretty. I'd love to stitch them. I'd love to stitch all these things. I don't expect it will ever happen. They're on 14 count Aida. This one is called Poppy and Tulip Spray. Poppy and Tulip Spray. And this one is Poppy and Daisy Spray. There you go. Next, pardon me, a Riolis kit 809. I've seen that stitched up in other places. It's on a 16 count flaxen even weave, they say, but that's not the kind of even weave we think of as even weave. It's just Aida, but it's a 16 count with the woolen and acrylic yarn. Our creator is Yulia Krasavina. And at the same time I got it, I got a couple of others. They were kind of a deal to get all three, I think. This one is called White Briar. The last one didn't have a name in English for us, but this is Riolis 1351. It goes very nicely with the other one. You can kind of see, sorry, they could be stitched up together if you wanted to. It is created by Yulia Krasavina. It's on a 14 count flaxen Aida with 17 colors of the woolen acrylic thread. This is Wild Poppies, Riolis 808. It says 15 count, but that surprises me. I wonder if it's really 14, but it's 11 colors. It's on Aida, the woolen acrylic threads. The designer is Yulia Krasavina. This is another one of those Perman kits where you don't get everything that it shows. You get one of the designs. In this case, it is the ducks. They have kind of an arrow pointing to this family of ducks down in the corner. It's Perman of Copenhagen, obviously. Try to bring it a little closer if it'll focus, just so you can see the ducks. Little family of ducks. I'd love to have some of the other designs in this series, but it's on a nice even weave. This is from Bothy Threads. It's called Bird's Puffin. It is on a 14 count Aida. The design is by Rose Swalwell. I'm definitely, in person, losing my light. It doesn't seem to be hurting the camera, so I may continue through these, but I don't know that I'll be able to read my packaging very well soon here. If I'm lucky, I can get through the box before my half hour is up, and then I'll be able to start on a fresh box the next time I do a video. This is from Vervaco or Vervaco. It's Red Woodpecker in the Winter. And there's the packaging for it. It's on a 14 count Aida. And it's similar to, I remember Ginger Gerald doing the owl from the same company. It makes me always think of that. This is from Dimensions. A much older one. It's copyright 1983. I saw it stitched up, and that's why I liked it. It is called Butterfly Collection, designed by Marcia Winborn. It is on a 14 count Aida. It has very bright, pretty butterfly colors. Oh, I love this one. Every time I see it, I want to take it out and stitch it. It is Butterfly and Daisies, designed by Rosemary Millette from Dimensions. It's on a 14 count light green Aida. I'm not seeing a date or anything useful like that popping up for me. There's what the packaging looks like. This one, I'm sure I showed it to y'all once long ago, and it has since been re-released so that everybody can get this one now, which is good because I think it's gorgeous. It's the Finery of Nature from the Dimensions Gold collection, and it looks like I am starting to lose some of my color here on the camera too. I may not be able to do the whole half hour on this installment. It is on a 14 count black Aida. It's copyright 1996, but as I said, I know it was re-released in the last couple of years, so it should be available. The design is by Pamela Cillin Palmer, and my copy is one of these old black bags. Sorry about the focusing, that they used to do their kits in. This is from Candamar Designs. It's called Butterflies Galore Pillow. It's on a 14 count Aida, white Aida, copyright 2005. They don't give you the finishing materials, but they mention that they finished it with a cording edge. And there's the packaging. This is Riolis kit number 1063. It's these little birds on a sort of tree, leaves, flowers. I don't know what they are. I think they're very pretty. It is 14 count black Aida. Designer Galina Skabayeva. There's the packaging, and as I said, it's 1063. Here's another one of those ones from Collection D'Art that I really can't tell you much about. It's they give you a mock-up of the finished design, and they give you printed fabric, and you have to go find your own flosses and whatnot and stitch it. They do have kind of a key on the side that might be in DMC color numbers, but I won't swear to it because I haven't opened it. Here we have Riolis 1573. It is on a 14 count Aida with 20 colors of the woolen acrylic yarn. The designer is Yulia Krasavina. Don't know a name for it, but again, it's pretty birds on a flowering branch. That is the kind of thing I like, and I see my camera's really struggling to focus. I hope I don't have to redo the video, but I may have to go back and try to figure out where I started this one and do it again with better lighting. This is Riolis 929. It is, hang on, I'm going to pause you a moment. I was just putting on some side lighting that I was hoping might help me to read what's on the packaging a little better. I don't know if it'll help you, but I didn't want it to cast a shadow. So that's why I picked one that's off to the side. That's why you see shadows coming off this way. It is by Yulia Krasavina again. It is a 14 count Aida. No idea what the name would be in English. And there's your packaging. I have, looks like a little more than half a dozen left in this box, so I may be able to get them into my 30-minute time period and still be able to see what we have. Alright, this is from Luca S. They call it Tulips. It is on an 18 count Aida. Again, every time I see this one, I want to stitch it. I'm not seeing a designer or anything I can help you with on the front. But there's the packaging. This one is called Iris's Rainbow. It's from RTO. I think I've seen people stitching it. I'm not sure. It's RTO article M580. It's got DMC floss. It's on a 14 count Aida. It's the chart is designed by Maria Chapligina, but it's based on artwork by Tatiana Shibidova. Here is another, might be the last one of my kits from Designs by Donna Vermillion Giampa. As I mentioned earlier, I do have magazine charts with her designs. I showed you in this video her acorn pillow, and in another separate video I showed an apple pillow. I know that there are others available, but this is the one I've got. It's from Janlin, and it is copyright 2004. It's on a 14 count Aida. I'm going to pause you while I get rid of this avalanche. Hang on. I knew that was bound to happen. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can tell you. It's called Cabbage's Pillow. And there's the packaging on that one. Okay, now I don't remember, it might have been a previous video, not this one, where I had a companion piece to this that I got from somewhere like Hirschner's, and I said at that time I couldn't figure out any of what it said on the packaging because none of it was in English, but I thought that my companion one was, and it is. This is from Andriana, and they give it a name, Chinese Motifs Lotuses. So that one I showed either earlier in this video or unfortunately probably in a previous video has a similar name. Instead of Chinese Motifs Lotuses, it might be Chinese Motifs Herons or something, I'm not sure. But it is from Andriana, and it is on a 14 count Aida, done in 21 colors with some kind of divisible cotton floss. They don't say whether we're using DMC or Anchor or anything, but it's not that wool floss. Then I have from Lenart this owl. I don't know what the name is. Let's turn it over and get a name off the packaging. Oh, they just call it owl. And they have other nice designs. These were always very much out of my price range when they were at places like Hobby Lobby. So I wasn't able to get more than just this one. But yes, I know he's on cotton fabric. Could you tell me? I can't figure out the count from what I'm reading here. I don't think he's really on a 10.5 count, but that's what it's saying per centimeter, whatever 10.5 per centimeter means. And like other Lenart kits, it's beautifully packaged, I know. Just 3 left from this box, and then that'll be good timing for this video. This one is from Thea Gouverneur. It is called Wild Flower Cushion. It is done on 16 count Aida. Here is another, also Thea Gouverneur. This one's called Just Joey. And I saw it advertised on the back of that last kit. She had several beautiful flower designs, some done on black, some on white, depending on what kit you managed to get for yourself. And looks like they numbered them with a .05 after the end. So this is 414A. The black version would probably be 414.05 or something like that. You know, just that's judging by what I'm seeing on these other numbers. Anyway, that's what it looks like at the back of the kit. And the last one in this box, so the last one I'm going to try to fit into this video, and then I'll save my filming for another day when I have more sunlight. This is from Riolis. It's 1679, and then in little print it says AC. I don't know if you need that to do a search for it. It's kind of a little cosmetics bag with a bird on one side and irises on the other. So if you want to see both designs, you kind of need to stitch it up and finish it up that way. It is on a 14 count white Zweigert Aida, they say, which surprises me because it looks like it's all black. We'll find out when we flip the package over. It's in 13 colors of their Saffel floss. It's a design by Elena Kolmakova. And as I thought, it's a black fabric, I think. No, wait. I fibbed. It is a white fabric, but they have kind of a black felt. That must have something to do with the finishing. That is interesting, but there is a ton of black Saffel, so I guess the whole thing is stitched. Oh my goodness. That dark fabric must be for the lining, and you've got to stitch everything. Oh boy. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope this wasn't too disorganized, because I didn't interrupt things for you so much because you weren't running around during my pauses, but my mind got a little sidetracked every time I paused it, so I hope that it came out clearly enough for you to understand what was going on, and that you enjoyed some of what you saw in the parade. And my intention is to keep filming more of these. I still have 2 large boxes to go through. It's been taking about 2 videos per box, so that would be at least 4 more. That's of the plastic bins. I also have cardboard boxes, and I have a whole lot of small kits that I haven't even started it on yet. And I have many more charts. So if you are interested in seeing these things, just keep watching, and I will hopefully get them all filmed and scheduled for publication on YouTube so that you can see them as they come out, or save them all up for later, or whatever you would like to do. And I hope that everyone who enjoys seeing different cross-stitch items got to see something today that they found worth their time. Thanks, and happy stitching.